Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, aka Lilyworks, and I am a full-time mom and a part-time reseller. I do shoes, jewelry, belts, accessories, and we have over $600 worth of weekend sales going out today. And then at the end of this video, I kind of wanted to talk about what is going on with Poshmark. Ugh, you guys, right? Do you feel me? Okay, let's go pull some orders. So, as always, we are starting off with jewelry. I'm going to show you guys. I am rearranging my work area here because over through there, I'm going to be making a better YouTube studio setup. So, I've been busy this weekend and I just worked out, so I'm all scrubby and tired, but let's go over these jewelry. Okay, so starting with this tag Hoover, I don't know, whatever, Hewer. This is a company. This is a collectible company, so I do like selling collectible pins or tie tacks. This probably came from a jewelry jar, just really small, lightweight, hardly weighs anything. But yeah, make sure to look up these little pins because some of them could be collectible, like this one. Did take a best offer of 20 bucks, 20 bucks, and the buyer paid shipping for this little pin. Paid less than, I don't know, 50 cents. These sterling abalone drop earrings I unboxed with you guys and whatnot. I sold them on my own. They are marked 925. They sold right away, $18 on eBay. Paid less than $1 for that. This one also I unboxed in the same Shop Goodwill lot. This one looks like alpaca silver, not sterling silver. And it has that really pretty abalone inlay. Sold for $12.99 right away again. And I picked that one up for less than $1 in a Shop Goodwill lot. This one is really neat. I did have to look this up. It is marked 925 very faintly on the back. It is sterling. And then I was trying to figure it out if like you put it up to your eye and you're supposed to read something. I had a really hard time trying to figure out what this actually is. And then I realized it's one of those vintage pendant charms that has a mustard seed, very, very tiny mustard seed. Like, so, you know, it represents having faith the size of a mustard seed and you can move mountains. It is, you know, a biblical reference, and I think that that is a lovely reminder to have faith. Okay, next are these. I just got in a Shop Goodwill lot again for less than $1. New with are on the card, I guess, and it was sold at Nordstrom, and I sold these for $9.99. Buyer paid shipping. This I've had for a super long time. It is marked EL, so I'm thinking that's Erica Lyons, but it didn't look like the tag. I got this such a long time ago in an antique store, and it got returned once because it wasn't the person's style who purchased it. Finally sold again on Poshmark for $10. Oh, also update you guys. I'm just going to tell you how much is sold for, not like my earnings, because you guys already kind of understand that it's about 20 to 25% fees like on all platforms of what's being taken out. So yeah, so sold for 10, picked it up in a jewelry jar. Now this bundle, I'm going to be splitting up the earnings between the belts and accessories and here, but I have to tell you guys, oh, I'm so bummed and I'm waiting to hear back. So this might be a wash sale if I have to, you know, refund everything, but let's just talk about this. Okay, so this was a bundle sale on Poshmark, and I couldn't find this whale pin. What I think happened is that it sold on eBay, went to delist it in my Vendoo, and sometimes if there's offers sent out, it won't delist it on Poshmark, and I have to be really careful and watch to see if it delist on Poshmark. And then that's what I think happened. It did not delist on Poshmark because if someone likes it, they might go to other platforms to see if there's a cheaper price than they purchased it on eBay. So anyways, there's a bundle here. We'll talk about the scarf and the belt, but then these earrings, this is genuine fur on these little snowmen. I paid nothing for these because Serafina, my stepdaughter, was getting rid of some, and I was like, well, I will sell them. So yeah, really cute. And then last is this nurse brooch, and it sold for $7 on Posh, paid less than $1. So I will put my earnings for jewelry up on the screen. Here we go. We have belts, purses, and scarves all going out here. Let's talk about this scarf. This was my scarf. This is a Zara scarf that I actually bought when I was in Paris. And I was like thinking, when you're in Paris, when you're in France, you need to buy a scarf. And I noticed at the time when I went for my golden birthday, when I turned 24, that everyone was wearing scarves. So this took a really long time to sell. Don't recommend selling Zara scarves that look like this, but it finally sold for $7. I don't know how much I paid for it. It was mine. I guess cost of goods is what, $0. Okay, so this is a glorious Whiting and Davis purse. Look at how beautiful. It's in really great condition except for the chain is broken. So it's like missing the chain. The buyer contacted me with an offer and said that they restore vintage purses. So I decided to send out that offer. It was $24, and then I paid the shipping, which was $5.23. This is going first class, making my earnings $18.77. I could not leave this at Goodwill, you guys. Like, this is one of those things where you're saving it from the landfill, and I had to. So I'm glad that it's going to someone who can fix it and restore it. And I paid $4.99 for this bag. Here is a 1980s style Worthington suede belt. I think this is the last of the Worthington belts. Remember when I picked up a ton at the Goodwill bins, just one after another, and they've slowly been selling, and I think this one is the last one. It sold for $19, and again, I picked it up at the bins for less than 50 cents. This one is stuck. All right, this one is no brand, you guys, but it does have that brass buckle. It does say handcrafted, I think in America or Argentina or something. It does have the size, but no brand, and it still sold for $14.99. I picked it up at the bins. So yeah, I can still sell belts for a decent profit, even if there are no brands. Okay, this purse is glorious. You will see the picture. I believe this was sold at Anthropologie. The brand is cut and paste, which doesn't really mean a whole lot, but the workmanship, the quality is really top notch. It's a really cute orange bucket bag. I did have a lot of questions on it, but it finally sold after, I don't know, 8 months, 10 months, a year, I'm not even sure, but it finally sold for $40 on Poshmark, and I picked it up at the Goodwill bins for around $2. Okay, let's talk about the rest of this bundle. So this really cute Labrador scarf or puppy scarf, vintage puppy scarf, was in that bundle, and this Brighton belt was also in the bundle. And the last thing is the whale pin. So what am I doing here? The bundle, they paid $58.40. My cost of goods for everything was around $3, as you guys have seen. So what am I going to do about the whale pin? Well, I am waiting to hear back from the buyer. I said, I'm so sorry. I went to go ship and I cannot find the whale pin. Would you like any other piece of jewelry from my store for up to $30? So I'm hoping that they will want something and I can replace that piece. I do have another whale with a rhinestone but yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to send it out, obviously, until I hear from them. And if I don't, I'm just going to cancel the sale. And yeah, I hope I hear from them soon and they can pick that as an option. All right, so I'm gonna put my sales up on the screen and then go grab shoes with you guys. All right, onto the shoes. These Sesto Miyuchi. So I've sold this brand quite often. Some things can go higher than others. This is a lower sale, but it's just a classic heel. Italy. Sold for 20 bucks on eBay. Picked these up at the bins. There we go. All right, let's go get my bread and butter brand. SOFFT. Soft. So it has 2 F's. I do like picking up this Comfort brand. Is it this one? Yep. This is just a red penny loafer. And this is one of my bread and butter brands that I will pick up from the Goodwill bins if they're in really great shape. These obviously are. Really nice red color as well. These sold for $18 and I picked them up at the Goodwill bins for around $2. All right, we have some Clark's women's Oxfords. They are right here next to me. Yay. I can't remember. I didn't have it in my Vendoo of how much I paid for these. I'm thinking I got them at the bins for like $2. Not sure. Don't be afraid to pick up women's Oxfords or women's derbies or women's wingtips, because I noticed that they get a lot of attention on like all the platforms. So these sold for $27. I did take a best offer on eBay. I can't remember how much I paid, but a really decent profit nonetheless. Okay, my biggest shoe sale, you guys. Let's find these together. Okay, so as you can see, we kind of switch this around. I think these are in a bag, possibly. So these are by the brand, oh, here they are. Vibram 5 Fingers, and these are the toe shoes, you guys. So if you see these shoes, do not pass them up. I've always sold them for really good profit, and these are the boot style, which is even better. And I picked these up for $6 at that Amazon return store. I believe it's like treasure hunt deals. These were in the bins, and not like people didn't take them the first day, because the first day that the bins come out, it's $8. And then on Friday, it's $6. So I did pay $6. People passed them up, made $84.99. The buyer paid shipping. All right, we have 3 more. We have some Matisse boots. Oh, these Scarpa shoes, you guys might remember. I just picked these up at Goodwill. And then I also just picked up those gray Born boots at Goodwill. So these 2 pairs of shoes sold really fast. I'm gonna go grab them for you. So this brand is definitely a brand to look out for. Obviously, it sold for a good price and really fast. This is like an outdoor trail shoe with a Vibram sole. Vibram is kind of what keyed me in to the quality of the shoes. And then also the look. So the brown with the red is just a really nostalgic look for hikers. So these sold for $46 on Poshmark. I paid $9.99 at the regular Goodwill thrift store. This was probably in my thumbnail. I love, love, love selling Born tall boots. They do well. So I just picked these up, just listed, and these sold on Mercari for $59. I paid $12.21 UPS shipping, making my earnings $46.79. I paid for the shipping on Pirate Ship. Then, yeah, I paid $12.99 for these. So some people might not want to pay that much for boots. Get comfortable with your shoes and your inventory, and then start paying up. I feel comfortable paying up for tall Born boots. And then these other beautiful, gorgeous, tall boots. These are by the brand Matisse. Thick, supple leather, gorgeous heels. These took a bit to sell, which I'm actually surprised. This is a good brand, good quality. Sold for $36 on Poshmark, and I picked them up at the Goodwill bins for around $3. Now the reason that these probably took a little bit longer and sold for a little bit less is because they are a size 6. But I am still happy with the sale. I am happy to pick up nice high quality boots. They are going to a good home. They are lovely and beautiful and yes, all the things. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put shoe sales up on the screen for you guys. All right, so overall, today or this week was pretty decent. I actually had a really big boom of sales before the weekend, and then it really started slowing down. And by Sunday, I only had like 7 or 8 sales on eBay. And I was like, this is just really slow. Fortunately, it picked back up. Look at how gorgeous these Jeffrey Campbell boots are behind me. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Let's talk Poshmark. So I have noticed that my Poshmark sales took a nosedive. And I'm wondering if the same happened to you. I had some decent Poshmark sales, kind of like some right in a row. But for the most part, I am used to, if I get a double notification, like 2 Poshmark symbols on my phone, usually means that like there's an offer that I want to accept, right? If you see the little Poshmark symbol a couple times, at least that's what happens for my phone. Well, now Poshmark has this new thing called live sales, just like Whatnot. And I don't know how to get on there, and I think it's exclusive right now, but I'm getting notifications of these live sales every 10 minutes, I'm feeling like. So every time I'm like wanting to check Poshmark to see if I have any sales, it is not. And then all of a sudden, I will go to check my sales on Poshmark, and then one will randomly come through. Like usually you get like the congrats, so-and-so accepted your offer. And I think the whole thing is just out of whack. So what do you guys think about the live sales? Is anybody doing the live sales? Who can do live sales? What is going on with the live sales, you guys? So tell me your thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on the Poshmark Poshmark live auction sales going on? I did take a peek at a couple of them, and yeah, I don't know really what's going on. So I don't know if I said this, but I'm going to put my weekend sales total up on the screen. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week selling, getting ready for Q4, or maybe we're in Q4. My sales haven't increased at all, and they really don't with the shoes. But yeah, so if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed and you like content like this. And I will see you guys next time. Make sure you guys are thrifting so you can live generously too. Bye guys.